Welcome to another session of Swift Racecraft, and we're taking this one easy today, so no big racing. Big racing is coming up tomorrow. Yeah, I'm counting the days as well. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moonshire. Yeah, it is what it is. Looking forward to that race tomorrow, as this one is going to be the hardest ladder race I will probably ever do, because the competition is so stiff. These guys are neck on neck with us. It's kind of like you're racing against yourself. So I'm looking forward to that. We're punching a little bit up when it comes to the long power, but this is it. And the course is just ridiculous. The course was called Downtown Eruption. It's gonna be, an eruption of watts going on downtown, going up to Watopia Calm halfway, circling over to the volcano, do the volcano climb, coming down, and going back to Watopia downtown with the Watopia Calm again, finish line up there. Hey RZ, what's up? This is gonna be epic. So what can we offer here? A little bit of music, bring it in, why not? Why the hell not? Today is gonna be checking off some badges. I have to collect some kilometers on that Aero road bike to finish this one off. And yeah, then it's hopefully lights out for me too. Sorry about that. The receiver just stands by and out and says bye-bye. Regardless, we are back and the light is still on. So this is gonna be interesting tomorrow. Oh boy. You better check this out. When is it? 11:30 PST. That is about, 8 o'clock in Europe, I would say. 7, 8 o'clock in Europe. What's your FTP? My FTP is 304, I would say. Something like that. 304, 305. I might have increased it to 307 in the last race, which I did to the Swift stage 1. There was a big pain cave, but I'm not entirely sure. So very close to 300. Of course I can say that. Harsh, how you doing, man? So we are saying hi to everybody who comes into the chat, why not? But today we are doing just easy riding, as I need some powder for tomorrow. Boy, will this gonna be fire. You know, you're gonna be so excited for a race that you normally say, are you gonna dictate it? Are you gonna go out of pants and just like hammer it down and dictate the pace, make the moves? But then when you're in, you're probably just reacting to the other team, because these guys are good. Mariana Andre, how was your day at school today, friend? My day at school. My day at school, I haven't been schooled yet as of today, but I might get schooled tomorrow. And I'm gonna get checked tomorrow too, because in the opponent race team tomorrow is a lady with a very strong power performance ratio. And I want to be cognizant of that because we are facing a lot of climbs, and normally these ladies are pretty light, so she will just fly up the mountain, no regrets. I hope she will hold back a little on the climb and gives us a chance to drop her on the descent. But boy, this is gonna be epic. My FTP is only 226, and you know what? That's fine. You probably weigh, or maybe you weigh less than me. I weigh 79 kilograms, or what is it, 176, 75 pounds ish. So, like, if you are Muncha, if you are 48 kilograms exactly. So again, you flying, buddy. You're probably flying with that kilogram ratio. It's kind of like almost half. So you'd probably leave me in the dust, maybe. Yeah, in the climbs, yeah. You will just like fly up there, buddy. Maybe not so much on the descent, or maybe on the flats where you might have to work harder than I am, but it makes you a weapon. Just play in your limits, race smart on the flats, find big drafts, and you're gonna be fine. More support and better digital tools to help make your next move. Eureka! What's up? I don't know, what is that language? It's something from Asia, I would say. Something from Asia. Taiwanese, maybe? I don't know. Eureka, if you speak English or you can write English, I appreciate that. Then I can engage. But other than that, it's just beautiful science to me. Sorry about that. Alrighty. So we're gonna ride the Dune Dash. 6.9 kilometers left. I actually have no idea where this gets us. But you know what, to be quite honest, Scotland is not as crazy. So Watopia, yeah, if you not pay attention, you end up on the Alp. And France, Vantop. So yeah, Scotland, you cannot go wrong on this world. It's probably one of my favorite worlds. Next to Makuri, which is a climb in there, which, yeah, a little bit on the longer side for me to race or to do well in races. What is your FTP in watts per kilo then? What's my FTP watts per kilo? I don't actually know. Like, I feel it's gonna be, if I race close to 3.8, 3.9 on a 20-minute. München, if this helps you out. 3.8, 3.9 on a 20-minute in races. That's a good day. That's a good race. I have been cracking the 4.0s in some races, but that's like, it's gonna be tomorrow a case like this. But in general, like over longer races, I feel I would consider myself between, yeah, I'm a 3.8 guy, watts per kilo. The FTP is 3.9. Okay, there you go. All right. So yeah, that's what this is all about. Yeah, runner McGuffey, give right on. Or is it, I don't know, is it a runner? Can you give right ons to a runner? It's not like a run on, a walk on, if they're walking. It's not a right on. It's a run on, sprint on, whatever they call it in the running world. Here we go, another walk on. So again, this one is going to be an easy ride. I'm trying to tick off 2 badges, and they're both in Scotland actually. They're both in Scotland. I want to get 5.0 FTP. Okay, that is quite a number, man. And I think with your weight, you are probably able to do that. Münchner X667 Münchner 101. Okay, are you from Germany? Münchner? It's gonna change. Yeah, for sure it's gonna change, buddy. We all getting old, and we all have Christmas and birthday cake. Weight will change, but you know what? Weight goes up and down. I'm in my 40s now, and I'm always trying to cut weight when we go closer to Ironman races. Boy, it gets harder and harder cutting it. So I have to pay attention that I stay in a certain weight class for myself, and true to myself and Zwift as well. I weigh myself regularly, and in our team, the coalition, we have video weigh-ins, so no way to cheat in that way. You have to show in a freestanding room that you are on a scale without any hiccups or leaning on or like holding on to and so on. So like that, it's pretty good. Like our team is very honest. Or not very, it's honest, period. So yeah, let's see. Mine will only go up until I'm like 18. I mean, yeah, when I was like in my 20s, boy, I dropped weight left and right. I just looked at some handlebars and I went running, and I kept pretty much the same. But then when I crossed over the 30s, things got a little more difficult. In my 40s now, it's way more difficult to hold the weight. But if I work out regularly, I no problem. But cutting it and getting more competitive in Zwift, for example, I'm trying to. So I have to ride a lot. Diet plays a role. And with that, when you lose weight in Zwift, or in real life obviously, then there's a high chance that with your weight goes your FTP. So you wanna be consistent in measuring that. You always see big guys pushing big watts, but as soon people lose weight, they're losing some FTP too. So that's the trade-off you wanna do to maintain your power. Being light is good, being too light, not so much. So you have to keep that FTP in check. Is there Rock 47? Hi. How you doing? Okay, I'm leaving. Okay, you just came in for a second, buddy. So it's a trade-off, you know, with weight. But at the end, if your performance is good, your weight will be accordingly to your performance as well as to your diet and exercise. And then if your performance is good over time, that means you should keep, maintain, or improve your FTP, which will improve your power and hopefully results in Zwift too. So yeah, that's it. I have 9 on 8 racing score. Boy, yeah, you're up there. I'm racing not yet against you, buddy. Because again, you would demolish me in the climbs.
With premium, you get to focus on the music.
So yeah, my racing score is 690. I'm just making it now into the big boys league, which is 690 to 1000. So we could meet in races, but I want to avoid it because I get fried by you in the climb, buddy. Whew. So yep. What's new this year? So I'm trying to check off badges as well as get some mileage in it. I want to complete that frame, upgrade to level 5. I'm just, I think, 1.5 levels away, which then will unlock the Tron upgrade progress, which I want to enter. Hey, Roberto, how you doing, man? Yo, yo, yo. Thanks for coming in. Richard said I pushed 4.8 for a TTT and got beaten by a guy pushing 3.9. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, but sometimes if the TTT has too much of a descent. For example, the last TTT at ZRL today, what was it, Tuesday? It was very much, there was a lot of downhill. So you might have been beaten there. Okay, it was flat, yeah. If it's flat, buddy, you have a tough day, for sure. No, it was just a TTT, not a TTT. Gotcha, you know, that's fine. I think, like, obviously weight plays a role in all of this, and it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, you're young. You're gonna be a monster if you keep it up. Don't worry about it. Oh, here we go. This bastard Dundash finishes on the climb. All right. Yeah. You want to earn that badge. You better climb that hill, huh? I mean, it's not really a hill. It's a really good ramp. I actually like it in racing. It's a ramp where you normally should, right here, you speed in, get that speed going, and make that initial kind of jump. You see all that red and orange right here, right now? You want to be in front of the group and enter the yellow section in mainly first place. Okay? And when you come around this corner here, entering into the yellow, it's your task to manage that gap. Because people still have to catch up to you. And that in racing means a lot. If they have to come over their own shadow to bridge up to you, that's your advantage. Because you already put the work in, get ahead. So, and you're recovering a little bit, they still have to push. So, and going further here up that little ramp, 2 little blue sections, you can play with the opponent team. Let him come close, let him smell it that they got it, but then hammer it to the finish. So yeah, that's a climb I'm okay with because it's reasonable in terms of time. Anything longer than like 4 or 5 minutes, I'm like in the pain cave for sure. All right, good work. What's your best Alpe to Swift time? You know what? It's been a while. It's been a while. I believe, and you know what? I'm not a climber by any means. I think I am a 52, maybe 50 minutes guy. I remember I got 52. I'm not sure if I got any quicker. And it's been a minute for sure. So yeah, again, you probably gonna smash this climb in 44 minutes, I would say. That's probably your time, I'm guessing. Let us know in the chat. Talk, say my name. Roberto, come on. Let me check. Okay. Roberto, say my name, say my name. Do 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 do. All right. I was going to do another route here in Scotland. But when you climb a mountain or ramp or whatever, make sure you always earn the downhill. So, and yes, actually I really like this downhill, and I like this climb this way up. Going up this way, I feel it's harder, it's longer. So be aware of that in racing simulations. Yeah. Giuseppe, ciao, come stai? How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, today is more an easy peasy ride or session. Tomorrow is gonna be the big deal. Let's see. Ladder race against the TT1 Sweet Pea. Sitting as a team out of Sweden, and they are brutally fast. They're matching our numbers. They even have a woman in there which will probably climb away on a course we picked, which has climbing in there. Volcano climb is probably like a 6-7 minute climb, and this lady will fly off the handle probably forward. Yeah. Tutto bene, Giuseppe. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah. Un italiano piccolo. Piccolo italiano. Yeah. My Italian is not as good as yours probably, so don't test me. The deal is on at Save on Foods. Tell me that. Save on Foods is a grocery chain here in British Columbia, Vancouver, and they are tapped into my Spotify stream, and they're coming up pretty often. Keep going. I will, Roberto. I will, Roberto. I'm just gonna finish this route here. I actually just did. And I will select the next one just to check out more badges, okay? So you guys gonna hang tight, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm just gonna like use the downhill and the momentum to collect more miles. So this one is, oh, this one was just 13 kilometers. So yeah. Buddy, I'll give you a walk on. The runners, walkers. It's not a ride on, it's a walk on for you, buddy, because you walked. Oh, there must be something going on today in Scotland. Yeah, there you go. Here's a runner. Holy way. Run on, you got. Okay. 15K, that's it. I'm gonna like change the route here. Fazlullah, I cannot even like pronounce your name. Fazlul Hurry 8498. Up, okay. Giuseppe, are you sweating? Oh yeah, I am a little bit. Always break a sweat a little bit. 1 second here. I'm going to do another ride. I'm just gonna check off that badge here. Okay, we got this one in the books. There you go. Dune Dash in Scotland. Okay. Now, already we'll need like 6 more kilometers for the next stage to be complete. So we gotta go on routes. Scotland it is. Hold on, I have to like get this. I cannot see. Too many windows. Duration incomplete. Scotland after party. Here we go. Let's get this party on the road. All right, and we're back. Are you sweating? Yeah. So you're very close. What do you mean, like very close? What's your number? München Alpe Swift. Alpe Swift. What's your number? It must be in the 40s. Come on, don't shit me. You must be a 40 something guy. $44.23. Man, I was right on the money with 44 minutes. I told you. You would just like annihile me. By 6 minutes, 8 minutes you take off me in a 13 kilometer climb. Or was it like 12.5 kilometers? Yeah. Yeah. You probably could go up there with like 4.2 watts per kilo in average. At least 4.5. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy numbers for me, buddy. It's crazy numbers. I would probably like get pulled from the team and straight to the doping test and say, hey Chris, what's up here? Sub 40 is like 5.1. Yeah, you know what? Marco Plantani, a former racer, Tour de France racer, when I was watching Tour de France back in the day, I think he did it in 28 minutes. 28 minutes something. I'm not sure what Pogacar is doing it in, but I think to win that stage, you probably have to go that kind of time. Yo, OMG. Marco Plantani, man, these were times. Jan Ullrich, Armstrong with his electric motor in the bike and every other help he had there. Different times. Even Fingergaard, I think he will give Pogacar a run for his money on this course, on Alpe d'Huez. I think in like 2 years I can do sub 40. Huh. I mean, think about it. If you 4.5, you need 5.1. With that climbing, it's more like a power to weight ratio, obviously. Weight is on your side. It's just the power, buddy. It's just the power. So your weight will not go further down, I feel like, as you're a younger guy, kind of guy. Maybe a kilo or two, but this could mean a lot for you actually. If you go down to 46, yeah, I know you're only 14, but you know what? You can fly up there. Yeah, Zwift is so great, I tell you that. Yeah, so I'm gonna get plus like 13 kilos. Yeah, you will grow, no doubt about that. And Zwift is very, how can I phrase that? Zwift is very beneficial to younger riders, let's say like this. I'm not 100% sure if we both compete in real life, if you're gonna go up there the same way. Probably, maybe not. Let's see, but you're very competitive and you're probably beating some really good riders in Zwift with that time, for sure. So that's why I always say Zwift is great for everybody, and it benefits, let's say, younger riders like you, because first of all, you stay motivated. Second, it's a game, yeah, but there's some complexity to it, which keeps us coming back, and I love that. And it's just fun. It's just fun. And you know what? Don't get me wrong. Don't take it too seriously, you know, with Zwift. You know, that's probably why Zwift got rid of all the elite racing, because it's not super real. It is realistic, but it's not like bulletproof to make elite racing happening here on this platform. Yeah, lots of arguments for that, for sure. So if you are like 15 at 60 kilograms, then you have an advantage. Okay. I mean, you obviously you know your category, your genre, your competitors way better than I am. So for sure, I can see that 60 kilogram riders. I race against some people in that category, and as soon as there's a hill, boy, they just take off like a plane on the rights, on the climbs. I'm absolutely not a climber. Hate it. Too heavy. I like Ironmans, I like triathlons, I like TTs, I like longer kind of rides. I would probably consider myself as a GC rider, general classification. I have an okay sprint now, but nothing which really puts me in any category. So my ass is just too heavy. Yeah. I think in the moment Zwift racing I have a bit on a disadvantage. What Münchner said. Okay, but if I was like 58 kilograms, then I would have an advantage. Okay. Yeah, I feel like on the downhill, as soon as it goes down, people just taking off and rolling down the climbs, the ramps, and you have trouble picking up speed, being so light, almost getting blown away. But yeah, on the climbs you must be a weapon. Like this one here. If you're gonna come in with speed, drop your power to weight ratio, you're just flying up here. Can I get that halo? That's gonna be, yeah, nipped. All right. Because 58 is like man for flats, but good for climbing. But 79 kilos, like I am, is good for flats, but man for climbing, so it's equals out. So yeah, I'm the flat guy then. I'm a flat guy. At the same time, it depends on the course. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I hear you. I'm trying to get to 75 kilograms, which is 4 kilos lighter than I am right now. But yeah, it's a drag. Yes, I could just dilute myself and weigh myself in, going in the race completely depleted, coming out of the sauna, lost all my fluid. I would make it, but then I would be empty tanked. So I need some juice in me. So I have to reach 75 kilograms over time. So I have reached that point where I'm pretty fit, generally speaking, but I need the time to really hold the weight or gain muscle, get rid of like some visceral fat and like body fat. So yeah. So I'm 75 kilograms would be a good weight for me, and I feel I can stick around 300 watts per kilo. I think then I would be very competitive, upper B category, lower A's. So yeah, but other than that, I'm just an okay rider. And tomorrow is another race, ladder race, and tomorrow is another day where I get humbled, for sure. Let's see, and it's gonna be humbled by a woman, even better, but I'm trying to stick it to her and the other teammates. Let's see, because they're basically equal in power. They look pretty equal. They're in the ladder race table above us, a couple spots I feel like, but they're there for a reason, so yeah, no doubt about that. No, but you could lose weight and increase your FTP. That would be ideal if I would increase weight and increase my FTP. Here we go. We're on to new adventures. Let's do stage 5 upgrade with that. What is her name? What's her name? Her name is Lee. L-E-E. And she's racing for the TT1 Sweet P. Like the word sweet, S-W-E-E-T. And then together P-E-E. So it's a Swedish team. I don't know her first name, so I will know better tomorrow. She's a monster. I think she is 55 kilograms and pretty light. Just double check here. Style catches. Hello. So I didn't wanna ditch you or do anything. I have to upgrade my bike. Let's do that. Boom. Let's go there. Upgrade. Let's go. All right, 220 kilometers to get us to the Tron, and then we can ride Tron all day long and upgrade that one, that bad boy. That would be something. Okay. Because you can also increase your muscle mass. Okay. Yes, I could increase my muscle mass, but that would actually mean the muscles are heavier than fat, so that would increase my weight. So it's good to going to McDonald's once in a while. Get the Big Mac without cheese. Just kidding. Nago. Cobendalas 44.4. How you doing? I don't know what it means. Colnago. Okay. Yeah, she is strong. No, I meant lose 4 kilograms of fat and gain 1 kilogram of muscle, would make an FTP go higher. Where can I sign? I signed this one. That's sure. I would love to do that. Yeah, 4 kilos off in fat, gaining 1 kilo in muscle, keeping FTP or being strengthened FTP. Sign me up. That would be a real good deal for sure. Oh, the deal is on. I think that would put me probably at 4.3 watts per kilo. That's what I feel. Not sure about that, but that would make me very happy. But here it comes. It's not always about the raw watts numbers. Yes, it gives you an indication who you're up against with. But boy, I have been racing, and I call it a smart way, and I have some views about that. How you race against people with a higher FTP or watts per kilo in races, and I win. Or let's say, I actually rarely win, but I play a role in the final sprint. Maybe I'm gonna be in the top 10 or top 5. Okay, so there are people. Let's go out if we can. No, there are racers which push so hard on certain sections, which make them exhaust energy, and I'm just hanging in a draft or cutting corners or spend my energy where it really counts. And I think that makes me a smarter racer if I burn matches when it's necessary, because other people burn matches sometimes unnecessary, even though they don't know they're doing it. So knowing the group size you're in, the race, the route, where to push, when to recover, where other people need to stitch it for you. Yeah, there's a lot of like strategy racer. I think this makes you a really good Swifter if you're aware of that. And then you can punch up your weight class, meaning you can compete against riders like I am, which have a higher FTP and a higher like watts per kilo in the race, but still I beat them. So yeah, it's all about smart racing. Let me know what in the chat how you guys race smart, like drafting wisely, picking the right maybe wheel frame setup for a particular course, where for example you're picking a more like an all-rounder frame and a climber gear, sorry, a climber wheel, a rounder frame, climber wheel set, because you know the race ends on a hill or on a climb, so you're gonna be better for that, prepared. But in order to get to the climb with the front group, you have to race smart, that you're not getting dropped on the flats or on a downhill with your not so aero setup. So it's stuff like that which you need to think before you enter the race, before you enter the pens, and then check out what the competition is having there as well. In most races I would push about 4.4, 4.5 more than other racers. Yes, you know what? I can see that, because you have to make up that amount on the flats or on a downhill, as you are lighter and heavier guys don't need to push that much on that end. So yeah, but I mean, like, I'm not in your shoes, you know it best. I don't want to answer for you, you know it best, but most of the guys I'm racing against with are in the 70 or 80 kilogram class, and sometimes I get 60 to 70, like 10 kilos lighter than me, or 20 pounds. That's massive when it comes to like a hilly course. So I have to make sure I'm gonna put some digs and attacks into them before we actually reach the section where they really can play the advantage. It's part of racing. Yeah, man, unless there's a lot of climbing, you are gonna be, yeah, your work is cut out. So just keep on digging away. 14-year-old kid, 48 kilograms. Man, you can just like at this age I was playing soccer a lot. I wasn't really a cyclist. I changed to triathlon and cycling predominantly late in age. So I was more like a runner. But if you keep on going, I feel, especially at this age, you develop some muscles which are like brutal. It's kind of like a Matthew van der Poel, you know? I feel Matthew should just like do Ironman racing. I have heard that he has done some runs where he runs like 350 or 410 a kilometer. If he can sustain that, combined with his cycling skills, he would be a monster. Coming out of the water with Lionel Sanders and then being an Uber cyclist going through the field. Very similar to I do. I'm not a good swimmer at all. I'm a really good cyclist guy, so normally I come out of the water at position 800, okay? And then I'm gonna make my way through the course of 108 kilometers, and I pick up 500 people. So I'm gonna make it into like the 250 to 300 position overall. And then comes the run where I have to pay the price sometimes if I overcook it on a bike. So mainly I do it, so I go backwards in positions. But I love cycling, so I love Zwift in that way. Yes, I don't take Zwift too seriously, so I'm keeping myself in check with that, as not everything is real, okay?
Got PC Optimum points? Visit Shoppers Drug Mart for the bonus redemption event and get more for your points. Friday, January 9th to Wednesday, January 14th. Valid in store and online.
The deal is on.
Sundays just got super. Make your Sundays super safe Sundays with Journey Rewards and CIBC. Every Sunday until January 11th, linked CIBC Journey members can stack up to 6 cents off per liter of gas. Just activate the offer in the Journey Rewards app for 3 cents off per liter on Sundays. Then
So,
debit or credit card for an additional 3 cents off per liter every time you fill up. Cha-ching! Super safe Sundays.
well, let me check if I have actually some more badges to complete.
The Surge.
Amazing
The
deals.
There's something about a perfectly
Nope.
poured pint of Guinness.
Routes.
Craft in every swirl to the bold flavor in every sip. It's known to make every get-together feel like a tradition in the making. Whether you're cheersing to a win or simply savoring the moment with friends, there's a Guinness for that. Please enjoy responsibly.
Double spin New York. New York. Look at this one. This one. New York. New York. Okay. I would have to enter New York, and I think New York is not available right now. What was on there? I think it was Scotland. What other routes are on today? Swift World Calendar. What do we got there? Today is January 8th. Macurry in Scotland. Macurry in Scotland. I have nothing in Macurry. Sorry, checked off Macurry. Alright. Tomorrow is New York. Alright. Let's just collect some more kilometers and we are good. So again, I don't want to like jinx it for tomorrow. Not writing too much, so I just had a little bit of a sweat here, which is okay. So I will probably call it the day here very soon and go from there. So I do like an outer Scotland loop, okay? Let's do outer skirt Scotland or whatever they call that. Maybe I'm gonna put it to 25. Let's see. Super easy. Super easy peasy. We're gonna go straight, yes. Oh, it's a stretcher. Somebody was stretching on the side there. Lots of running in Scotland today. That is crazy. Breakaway Brer. Not that I like breaking any records here, but I like to raise my halo once in a while, and it's on. Oh shit, he's going. He knew it. Can I catch him? Yes. Suck it up, buddy. You ghost. Casper. Leave him in the dust. Well done. Come on, it's time for the deal is on. It's Save on Foods. Amazing deals. We're gonna go straight, yeah. We're gonna go straight. We're gonna climb this sucker. And then we are crossing the Banner and just descending into downtown Glasgow. How about that? Amazing deals. Safe on Food Nielsen. Keep pushing, buddy. Run on. Ooh. I clicked it too early. Here is when you want to click it. Okay. Yeah, that's how München is flying by me on the Alp. I'm the orange guy. See ya. Howdy. Amazing.
Let your music taste shine with Premium. Mix the jam with your friends and share your favorite songs with the entire squad without ad breaks. You can also play your favorite albums in any order with unlimited skips and repeats. Tap the banner to learn more. Wizard coming along here. Wizard, pull me into Glasgow. I appreciate it. Lighter dude probably, huh? 60 to 70 kilograms, yeah. Here we go. That's what 10 kilo difference makes, at least, on a downhill. If you draft, he still needs to work on that downhill. I mean, he's just getting started right now. There you go, this is where he leaves me in the dust. As soon as pitches up a little, he's gone. He is gone. And so am I. I'm soaked from nothing. Thanks to pre-workout stuff. Appreciate my wife sneaked that in there. No, I knew exactly what was in there, but just letting you guys know. I'm gonna head out here.
Yes, sugar. Always a fan of doing good ride-ons here. Sorry, ride, walk on. It's a walk on, or whatever you call it. Alrighty, I will try to close out this kilometer 20K, so which will be momentarily. And then we close this session. And tomorrow is gonna be epic. Epic. I hope I have time to warm up it properly and then take it from there. Sure, let's go Sugar Summit. See ya. I'm not gonna do that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for the chat. You guys have a great day, evening, wherever you are, and I will hopefully catch you guys tomorrow at a ladder race, which will be as tough as it gets for me. So until then, I see you next time. All right.